Today we're creating this realistic CG compositing using Blender and After Effects. Yep, that's right. Stick with me until the end and you'll be able to recreate this exact comp, even if your PC cries at 4K. I've packed this tutorial with tons of useful compositing tricks, and I've added timestamps in the description, so feel free to jump around if needed. Let's start in After Effects. I've already imported the footage, links in the description. Shout out to the legend who uploaded it. First things first, we need to track this footage. But before that, slap on an unsharp mask effect. It helps give the tracker more detail to cling onto. Yes, you can do this in Blender too, but After Effects is kinda snappy for this stuff. Once that's on, pre-comp the footage with Ctrl plus Shift plus C. Give it a good name, not comp32_final_final_real_this_time. Then hit the Track Camera button in the Tracker panel, or just search for 3D Camera Tracker in the Effects panel. Make sure Detailed Analysis is enabled. Go grab a snack, it takes a moment. Once tracking finishes, we can turn off the unsharp mask. We've got a solve error of around 0.5 pixels, which is solid. Anything below 1 is a win. Now let's drop in some solid layers. These will help us line things up in Blender later when we drop in our CG objects. Fast forwarding through the solid orientation process, just know, I made them white using the fill effect, so they blend a bit like painted road lines. Now over to Blender. First, delete everything because, let's be honest, the default cube has served its purpose. Go back to After Effects composition settings and copy the resolution and frame rate. Paste those into Blender's settings. Important, After Effects starts from frame 0, Blender starts from frame 1, so if After Effects says 291 frames, set 292 in Blender. Now in Blender, expand the import tools and we're going to bring in the After Effects 3D camera and solids. I'm using the AE2 blend add-in for this, super handy. And no, not sponsored. Back in After Effects, select a solid and press A+S+P+ or while holding Shift. That'll expose all the transform properties. Copy them, and in Blender, click Create Plane. Rinse and repeat for each solid. Now for the camera, make sure you're on frame 0 in After Effects. Select the camera, press B+R, Shift held, copy the keyframes, and in Blender, hit Create Camera. Set the Passepartout slider in the camera settings to 1, this blacks out the rest of the viewport and keeps you focused. Push the camera keyframes one frame to the right so the animation starts from frame 1 instead of 0. Then enable background images, import the footage, and wait. Something's off. The perspective looks weird. Back to After Effects, double-click the camera, find the focal length, copy it. Paste that into Blender's camera settings. Boom, now it matches. Let's organize this chaos. Add a big empty, name it something clear like scene_control, not empty.005, and parent all your imported empties to it. Now, for size reference, add a cube. Resize it to fit the scale of the footage, then delete it. Just vibes. Time to bring in our CG objects. I'm using a Mazda from the traffic add-in, but you can use any model. This car is not sponsored yet, but we're manifesting it. Place it on the road, scale it up, orient it to fit. Add a couple more cars, duplicate, match the scale, and spread them out for realism. Let's head into LUTs. Add an HDRI. I didn't have a 360 degrees image from the original scene, but I found one that feels kinda close, sunset in the chalk quarry from Polyhaven. Big thanks to Serge Majbarota for shooting it. Now delete the After Effects imported solid planes, they've done their job. Add a ground plane, scale and align it with the asphalt, and name it something that doesn't shame your outliner. Assign a new material. Change base color to image texture, and use the actual footage. In edit mode, subdivide a few times, hit your project from view, and your ground now has the same texture as the video. Nice, right? Change extension to mirror, set roughness to max, specular to 0. Under Object Properties Visibility, enable Shadow Catcher. Now your CG shadows won't ruin the illusion. Let's push it further. I wanted some cloud reflections on the cars, so we'll blend two HDRIs. In the shader editor, duplicate the HDRI node, plug in another one. I used Safari Sunset, also from Polyhaven, and mix them with a mix shader. Set the mix factor to around 0.3 to 0.4. Now we get better lighting and soft sky reflections on the cars. Let's rough those cars up. If you're using traffic, go to Wear Adjustments and add some dirt, scratches, and bump maps. You can also tweak the paint color under Paint Adjustments. Do this for all cars to blend them better with the environment. Now we render the animation and head back into After Effects. Drop the renders in. Looks too sharp compared to the footage. Apply Fast Box Blur to soften them just a bit, then add Unsharp Mask to bring back detail selectively. Use the free Match Levels plugin. It helps match black and white points between your CG and real footage. Just disable it while sampling, then enable to see the magic. Adjust opacity if it's too intense. If the CG looks too contrasty, add a brightness and contrast effect and reduce the contrast slightly. Add an adjustment layer, throw on a glow effect. Increase threshold, soften intensity, and give it a nice cinematic glow. Then add chromatic aberration. A bit of grain, monochromatic, and top it all off with a vignette. Finally, apply Lumetri color, throw on a LUT, tweak your highlights and shadows, and boom, your composite now blends like peanut butter and chocolate. That's it. If this tutorial helped, drop a like, smash that subscribe button if you're into this kind of content, and share it with your fellow CG nerds. Got a tutorial idea? Hit the comments, I read 'em all. Catch you in the next one.